Welcome to The Real Entrepreneur.
Yay!
Yes!
Another exciting show is on the books. I'm Patty Pokerchuk, the small biz sales coach, also known as the Accidental Farmer.
Awesome. And I am Kathy Barthel, also known as Bratty Kathy, from Take on the World. And she's a fabulous sales coach, and I'm a copywriter and a book editor. And today, what are we talking about, Patty?
I don't know, I forgot.
We are very real here.
Yes, it's the end of a long, exhausting week, and the brain is gone.
Today, we're talking about the real mistake that makes you
fake.
very fake.
Very fake.
And it's a real mistake because people don't mean to be doing this, right? We on this show, as you know, we explore and explode a lot of scams and frauds that are out there in the online business space. This is not that kind of an issue. What this goes back to is the time before a lot of us became entrepreneurs, when we worked at a company and there was that old thing called the water cooler. You know, the place in the kitchen or somewhere where everybody hung out and they yacked on the Monday morning, right after the long weekend. And it was kind of crazy. And you worried that if you said something, a little too much information, about the weekend, maybe it would get back to the boss, or maybe somebody would tell on you and it wouldn't look good to your career.
So you kind of had this facade, but we all share these embarrassing moments on our weekends on social media. So it's open to the public.
Yes.
So people know us in different ways now through Instagram or Facebook or Twitter.
Right.
And even on LinkedIn, too much information can be shared.
Exactly. And that's a really funny point, interesting point, Patty, is because you would think then that as entrepreneurs, we know that our business is our brand, is us, it's all one and the same, and that we wouldn't have that problem because, we do this on social all the time.
Yeah.
But what happens is this old idea kicks in. And I find this especially with clients when I'm writing their website copy. And the issue is that they have this really hard time putting together being professional and getting too personal. Mm-hmm. And so what happens is their personality just bleeds right off the page.
When you go on a website and all you see is the we, the royal we, and they're just a one-person, business.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely no personal information there. There's no personality. And I find some of my clients, when they put on this facade of, where they go into the sales mode, and I am sales mode, so I have to appear like
How do you make that deep
robot,
voice on your website?
That must robot. Be really... I have to be a robot and be scripted because there's only one way. It's so fake. It's so fake. So not real and so not effective.
Yeah.
Okay.
But people don't realize they're doing it. And they skip into that mode, that third person Patty was talking about, and they speak about themselves as we. And when you get to the bio on somebody, their about page, you get, Mary Jo started ABC Widget Company in 1985 and she's won all these awards. And basically, it's like you're putting a screen between you and that reader of your site. And that's an immediate turn.
It's kind of like the filter we would like to put on so you don't see any of our wrinkles.
Yes!
Our warts. The warts that we have.
Go back to an earlier episode to reference that word. Yeah. We don't have any. But anyway,
no. Okay.
Man, are we real. But the point here is that when you do that, when you speak about yourself that way, you create that distance. And I also talk about people's website as being like a virtual store.
Yeah.
So if your personality isn't in there, it's like the creepy feeling you'd get if you walked into a mall and there was this gorgeous store with beautiful clothing and lighting, but there was nobody in there. There was like an echo. And you're like, this
you go
is
and
like,
it's creepy and it's not Halloween.
Exactly, right? So what you want to do when you're looking at your copy and any kind of communication you do through words is think about that person you're writing to. Yeah. Visualize who they are. Give them a name. Think about their qualities. And in your mind's eye, speak to them.
Yeah.
And then, you will be using the word you, just like you and I. I'm not going to say, we do this, Patty. I'm talking about myself.
No. It's very artificial.
Yes.
And it's I always say, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And they get to know somebody. Yeah. You can't get to know somebody with this facade, with this gap between, the business you and the professional, the personal you. Because we only have one life. Sorry. And we
long week.
Been a really, we talked about work-life balance. We only have one life, so it's got to be in balance, and it's you got to be open, because if you're not open to even your clients discovering who the real you are is, whatever the tense should be.
Watch the tenses too.
is that they will sense it, that there's something, there's that distance.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. And if you're sitting over coffee talking to someone, you're having an intimate one-on-one conversation. Well, you're actually doing that on your website in any of your content as well. You've got to get yourself in that mindset. Don't go into process talking about how you do what you do. It's a killer. Nobody cares. They want to know what you're like as a person. So remember that conversation, remember that intimacy, remember the name of that person and speak to them. And a lot of this other stuff will disappear because you'll be in the moment.
Yeah, just be real. Just be yourself. That's, as Oscar Wilde said, be yourself because everybody else is taken. So stay real.
Exactly.
And stay tuned for next episode is going to be how to identify real, as in legitimate book publishing versus
scams.
And there's some out there.
Like the woman that I sat next to at an event a few months ago who spent $45,000, or as she said, lost $45,000 in one of those lovely book publishing ventures that a lot of us entrepreneurs fall prey to, and we don't want that to happen to you.
No.
So next show, I must have been a book editor. Man, oh man.
Get with the times. This is a virtual show. Yay,
yes,
YouTube.
Next show,
Cheers.
Okay, guys, I'm having water. She's had a bad week. Okay, let's get real. We're both having wine.
Okay.
We will see you next episode.
All right.
Ciao.
Bye. Stay real.